Hello everyone, welcome to my Premier League 2021/2022 predictions. As I said before, they are my predictions, so please don't hold grudges against me. They are mine, and if you differ with them, you can as well make a comment below and tell me what you think your Premier League predictions will look like. Let's go. My number one is Man City. Man City have had a very good signing. They have one of the most expensive squads in the entire Europe. They've got a world class coach in the names of Pep Guardiola. Their squad is just very good. The first 11, the second 11. It's only in the front where they're still lacking, and they're in the market for Harry Kane. So should they sign Harry Kane, then everything is just gone. Though they don't sign him, they are still my favorites. Though they lost the first game to Spurs, but I still give them the title. My number two is Chelsea. There is no doubt that Chelsea have improved greatly under the new manager Thomas Tuchel. They have taken the Champions League, they have won the Super Cup, and now Lukaku, they have bought Lukaku, and we all know how Lukaku is. I see it as a very complete team. I see Chelsea as a very complete team, and they are my favorites for number two. My number three is Manchester United. Yes, I had quite a very big debate. I'm not being biased here. I'm not a United fan. Truth is that I'm an Arsenal fan. So I've tried to make this video without being biased. I saw Man U fit for number three. Yes, they've had a couple of good signings. They've brought in world-class defender Rafael Varane from Real Madrid. But I just don't see them ahead of Chelsea because of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's history behind. He's not good at that finishing part of it, but they've got a very good squad. They've got in Jadon Sancho. So I just look at them at number three. Then number four, I'll put there Liverpool. Yes, Liverpool have only lost Gini Wijnaldum, though in the last season he wasn't very important for them. He didn't really that perform. They have added less to the squad, and they have lost still less. So it's more or less the same squad they've been having. They only lost Gini Wijnaldum, so I don't think that's going to impact the squad so much. Those are my top four. Now, my number five, Leicester City. Leicester, yes, they won the FA Cup. They beat Man City in Community Shield, and it's not going to surprise many when they take the trophy this time. But when they finish number five this time, it's not going to surprise many. They're a very good side. They have very good midfield of Dingy, Telemans, very good forwards, Inacho. So I just see them in my number five. My number six is Tottenham Hotspurs. Spurs are my number 6 team. They have a very good squad as well. I put them in 6 on condition that Harry Kane is there. The rumors are there linking him to Man City, though they've got a very strict chairman, Daniel Levy, who is not interested in anything less than £150 million. They have come with 125, so it's still a rumor. The window is still open, but Spurs are my favorites for number 6. They've got a good manager. Nuno Espirito has been in the Premier League, he knows the league. Yes, I just see them in 6. Now, number 7, Aston Villa. Aston Villa have had a very good transfer market, very good one. They've bought Emi Buendia, they've got Ashley Young, old as he is, but we all know what he can offer the club. They've got Leon Bailey from Bayer Leverkusen. They've got a very good summer this season, so I don't expect them to really be in bottom 10. No, I don't, and I see them fit. That where I've put them. My number 8 is Everton. Honestly speaking, they've got a very good manager in the names of Rafa Benitez. Their squad is also okay. Richarlison, with also what he did at the Olympics, is just fine. So they've got a very good squad, a very good manager. My number 9 is Arsenal. I have not been biased here. Also, honestly speaking, I'm an Arsenal fan. I made this using my own head without being biased. I just looked for where to put them ahead, but I just didn't see. To me, Arsenal are my number 19. Yes, rumors going in that they are going in for Odegaard. So If they bring Odegaard, well and good, but as per now, they are my number 19. They lost to Brentford, and Brentford played a very good game. Though it's still too early to say anyway, but that's where I see them. My number 10 is West Ham. We all know West Ham have also got a very good squad. They have not sold many of their players this summer. I looked at them being at number 10. Number 11. My number 11 is Leeds. Leeds are a very, very, very difficult team. They give every team a run for their money. They don't give you an easy win. They give you hard time. Though I won't be in a rush to define them by the first game they played this season. They lost by a very good margin to Manchester United. Yes, it's true. They lost by a very good margin to Manchester United. But even in the previous season, they had lost by a very big margin to Manchester United. So I just won't rush to analyze or categorically say they are weak because of that one game. But I just feel Leeds have got a very good squad. I think they'll finish there. Now my number 12 is Crystal Palace. They've got a new manager, an Arsenal legend, and I just don't know whether it's good or not. It's his first time to coach in the Premier League, I think. But they've got a very good squad. They've got Wilfred Zaha. They've just got good guys. That's what Eberechi Eze. So I just see them in number 12. Now number 13 is Brentford. I just don't see Brentford going back to the championship. They've got Ivan Toney. They've got a very good squad. They played Arsenal so well. So I just don't see them going backward. Now my number 14 is Brighton. Brighton sold Ben White to Arsenal for £50 million. That could kind of weaken the squad, but I don't see it weakening us further. They can use that money for further investments and buy new players. So their squad has not been really disorganized that so much. They still have Bissouma. So I see them at number 14. Number 15 is Wolves. Yes, true. Wolves, I give them 15 because they have already lost Rui Patricio, a very good goalkeeper. Of recent, their good manager Nuno Espirito went, so I don't see them like being in top 10 in the Premier League. No, that's the position I saw fit to give them. Raul Jimenez is back, and it's like a new signing to them. That's like an added advantage. My number 16 is Burnley. I don't expect Burnley to be relegated. They've got a very good manager who has got experience in the Premier League, and they know how to survive those. They know those relegation surviving techniques. They have been doing it right from years back in the Premier League. They've always been surviving. They are that good defensive side. So really, I don't see them going for relegation. My number 17 is Southampton. I just see Southampton surviving relegation by a few inches. They have lost quite a good number of players. They lost of recent Yannick Vestergaard to Leicester City. They lost Danny Ings, and they haven't really been busy in the market. So I just see them surviving relegation by just something small. But I don't see them relegated, but I see them above the relegation guys. My number 18 is, you'll forgive me, but I've put there Newcastle. Yes, last season when they weren't outperforming, they got themselves Joe Willock, and he really performed. I think he scored in almost every game he played in. Though I'm not very sure, but he had a very good season with them, and they have already bought him back from Arsenal. But I just don't see them being that big threat to avoid the relegation, much as we don't know whether it's going to continue with that same form or not. But as per now, I see them in the relegation zone. Number 19 is Watford. Yes, they're just been promoted to the league, but I don't see them remaining there, simply because even in the other previous season, they've scored very few goals, and then you can't come to the Premier League and you don't score and expect to survive. They're always good strikers who always score, and I just don't see them remaining in the Premier League. We have got likes of Harry Kane, likes of Lukaku, who who always exploit the defense. And if you don't have guys who score, tell me. Anyway, it's my prediction. As I said, you can make yours if you differ with mine. You can make down below in the comment section and let me know what you think. Number 20 is Norwich. This is the side that has been promoted to the Premier League. They lost Emi Buendia to Aston Villa, one of their key players, but I just don't see them remaining in the Premier League, unfortunately. These ones are my top 20. These ones are my Premier League predictions. Don't hold grudges against me. Yes, I'm an Arsenal fan, and I wasn't biased at all making this. Let me know what you think. Comment down in the comment section and tell me what you think. Make your top 4, make your other predictions and let me know. You can as well go on to make the top scorers. Now a quick one, let me also make my top scorer predictions. My top scorer predictions, it's between Harry Kane and Lukaku. Either way, if Kane crosses to Man City, I see Harry Kane taking the golden boot with absolute ease. But then if he remains in Tottenham, still well and good, he can still take. He's a very good striker, no doubts about that. But then he will struggle to take it with Lukaku. So let me make my predictions too. If Kane remains in Tottenham, see Lukaku being the top scorer, closely followed by Harry Kane. But then if he crosses to Man City, I see Kane taking it, followed by Lukaku. My young player of the season, I'll give it to Mason Greenwood, no doubt. Much as I not put them as Premier League favorites, but he's a very good boy and he's a very good player. You all saw what he did in the first game. He's confident. I just see Greenwood taking it. Thank you very much for watching this video. Let me know what you're thinking. Put your comments in the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. Remember to subscribe. God bless you.